Please state your name and relation to the event.
The name's James Fred Blake. I was the bus driver of the bus that Rosa Parks boarded.
What happened on December 1st, 1955?
Well, I was just driving my bus, like I usually do, when the front part of the bus got all filled up, and there was still a white passenger that didn't have a spot. So I asked one of the black passengers to move back, but she refused. So I called the police and had her arrested. I wasn't trying to do anything to the Parks lady, but she was in violation of the city code. And what was I supposed to do? I had my orders.
In your eyes, did she deserve to go to jail?
Well, of course she did. She violated the city code. And everybody knows that the blacks sit in the back and the whites sit in the front. That's the way it is, and that's the way it'll always be.
My name is Rosa Parks, and I was arrested one day on an Alabama public bus.
For what?
I refused to give up my seat to a white man, even though I was sitting in the colored section.
What were you trying to do on December 1st, 1955?
I was just trying to get home.
Then why were you arrested and convicted of disorderly conduct?
Well, I was asked by the bus driver to give up my seat in the colored section for a white man because the white section was full, but I refused, so I was arrested.
Do you consider this an injustice?
Of course I do. It's completely unfair. All these segregation laws are completely unconstitutional, and I don't agree with it.
Why did you do this? You knew the consequences.
I wanted to show the African American community that we don't really need to conform to these laws because they're unfair, and I believe that these laws should be overturned.
My name is Richard Burns, and I was on the bus Miss Parks was on.
Why do you think that whites are superior to blacks?
I'll tell you why. We whites know how to appreciate what we've been given. We can be humble when we need to. Let's take a look at history. Where were these people 100 years ago? They were slaves. And now look at all the privileges we have given them. They can do the same things as us, ride the same buses as us. And yet you don't see us protesting. If they are not going to be grateful for the privileges they have been given, they can go back to the cotton fields for all I care.
Do you think that the blacks will succeed in their bus boycott?
No, of course not. What's a few blacks going to do to the buses in this city? Absolutely nothing.
My name is Jeremiah Harris, and I was on that bus at that time, and I participated in the boycott.
What inspired you to participate in the boycott?
Well, at that time, it was the right thing to do, you know. It was like everyone else, all the other blacks, they were taking pride, they were burning with this passion to change things. And so it was the best time to make a difference and change this unconstitutional and unequal bus system we have.
What do you hope to accomplish through this bus boycott?
Well, I think the main purpose is to get the Supreme Court to rule that these segregated buses were unconstitutional, and that this in turn will be a huge step towards becoming equal with everyone else. We are the same people after all.